Hello, I'm Mihal and welcome to Irish Theatre This Week. We're broadcasting live from the theatremaker.ie studio at Access Ballymun. Tonight we will bring you the latest in Irish theatre, arts and international news, as well as opportunities, government updates and news from around the world. This is Irish Theatre This Week on Tuesday the 3rd of August 2021. There's plenty of news for this busy week, so let's jump right in with the breaking stories. Kelly Harrington claimed Ireland's fourth medal at the Olympic Games in Tokyo by guaranteeing a bronze medal. The Dublin boxer will now face Thai opponent Sudapurn Sisondi on Thursday. Harrington is only the second female boxer for Ireland to pick up a medal at the Games. This medal came after Fintan McCarthy and Paul O'Donovan picked up gold in rowing last week, also coming after Irish women picked up bronze in rowing the same week. Another medal hopeful for boxing, Kurt Walker, lost his featherweight bout over the weekend. The Lisbon native lost to his American rival Duke Reagan in their quarterfinal bout on a split 3-2 decision. Harrington remains a strong hopeful to pick up gold at the Games and match Taylor's place from 2012. Harrington will be fighting again at 6 a.m. on Thursday morning. The European Union sent help to Turkey today and volunteers joined firefighters in battling a week of violent blazes that have killed 8 people. Turkey's struggles against its deadliest wildfires in decades have come as a blistering heatwave grips southeastern Europe, creating a tinderbox conditions that Greek officials blame squarely on climate change. Almost 120 fires erupted in 32 towns, with most brought under control. However, authorities said that 7 are still blazing. It is not clear whether some of the fires were started deliberately. Authorities were investigating the cause of the fires, including human carelessness and possible sabotage by outlawed Kurdish militants, a narrative pushed mainly by politicians. On the ground, though, most accept climate change as the main cause. A missing Belarusian activist has been found hanged in a park in the Ukrainian capital, Kiev, with police opening a murder probe. Vitaly Shishov, the head of a Belarusian not-for-profit, Belarusian House, that helps Belarusians fleeing persecution, was reported missing by his partner on Monday. He was reported missing after not returning home from a run. Ukrainian police have opened the investigation as a possible murder disguised as suicide and will pursue all possible leads. Friends of Shishov noted on Telegram that he had been followed by strangers while jogging recently. This news coming shortly after Belarusian athlete Krystyna Ziminouskaya said over the weekend that she was forced to withdraw from the Tokyo Olympics and threatened with forced repatriation for criticising her athletic federation. The athlete was granted a humanitarian visa by Poland on Monday, claiming she feared she would be jailed if she ever returned home to her country. More than 30,000 vaccines were availed of at COVID-19 walk-in centres over the weekend in what the HSE Chief Paul Reid called an inspiring weekend for the programme. This weekend turnout was said to have been driven by young people, with half of those attending between 16 and 17. 64% of those who attended were under 19. Reid said that such was the success of the initiative that the HSE is going to consider the use of walk-in centres at targeted times looking forward, particularly with the uptake from younger people. Reid praised the young people who have played such a big role in a changing environment. Around 73% of adults in Ireland are now fully vaccinated, while 87% have received the first dose. Almost 5.9 million jabs have been administered in total. Stephen Donnelly took to Twitter to announce that Ireland would administer its 6 millionth vaccine this week, a huge milestone for the vaccine rollout. Ministers are due to meet virtually this week to discuss fresh concerns around the rising number of COVID-19 patients in hospital and intensive care. The meeting will be held on Friday as the head of the HSE, Paul Reid, expressed concern about the continuously rising numbers of hospitalised cases. While government sources believe the rise was largely expected and daily case numbers may be plateauing, ministers will be looking for projections and modelling for the coming weeks. There were 177 patients in hospital with COVID-19 on Monday, an increase of 14 on the previous day. With 27 in intensive care, an increase of 1. The figures have been rising steadily. Over the weekend, the profile of those in intensive care showed about 78% were unvaccinated. Unvaccinated members of the high-level vaccine task force are due to meet on Tuesday to discuss the next phase of the inoculation campaign, which could see a large number of 12 to 15-year-olds offered their first vaccine. A reminder that those availing of the pandemic unemployment payment are entitled to earn up to €960 gross through self-employment over an 8-week period. You do not need to formally apply to or notify the department to avail of this while retaining your payments. However, they must retain evidence of their earnings and have them available for inspection, as they may be asked to provide these in the future. Please note that those working part-time up to 24 hours per week in self-employment but are earning over €960 over an 8-week period, a new scheme is available. The COVID-19 part-time job incentive for the self-employed is a further support available to self-employed people who are in receipt of the COVID-19 pandemic unemployment payment or a job seekers payment and are resuming self-employment part-time. For the start of our Irish Theatre News segment, we'd like to give a big congrats to Aoife Delaney-Reid, who has been appointed the new General Manager of Galway Theatre Festival. Aoife is a freelance director and producer based in Galway City. Best of luck in your new role, Aoife. Kilkenny Arts Festival kicks off Thursday, the 5th of August, running through to the 15th of August with indoor, outdoor and online performances. This week's highlights include a lecture from the Irish National Opera and, in association with Kilkenny Arts Festival, Kieran Casey's brand new show, part song, part performance, I Walked Into My Head, Rough Magic's Tonic, a new musical by Fionn Foley, and several installations, streams and exhibitions. Tickets and more information can be found at kilkennyarts.ie. Alongside the Kilkenny Arts Festival, take time to check out the full listing for the 2021 Alternative Kilkenny Arts Festival Fringe programme. Running from the 5th to the 15th of August, this hybrid edition of the festival includes Anya Ryan's audio play, M&D, and a virtual exposition, What is the Sound of One Heart Dancing, and produced and directed by cross-disciplinary artist Tia Vellani. We're in here a 3-part video theatre piece from John Doran and a wealth of other online and in-person events. Check out the full lineup at akafringe.com. Access Ballymun has announced that 6 artists will be developing new work and ideas with Access in 2021 via bursaries, a residency and a commission. Artists Pom Boyd, Felly Speaks, Lorraine Maher, Jane McCarthy, Dr. Rosalie McDonough and Sean P. McLaughlin will be supported as they develop their respective scripts, ideas and programmes of engagement. Each artist will receive a bursary or commission fee as well as access to the Access suite of artists and supports. Felly Speaks residency will focus on the study of phenomenology in poetry performance, examining cultural synesthesia and conditioning and how it can affect the impact of live poetry performance. Jane McCarthy will develop a new play titled Straw House that explores and expresses in a uniquely theatrical way links between domestic violence and mental health. Rosalie McDonough will explore a number of works in development with a view to further progressing one of these pieces as a draft play for stage reading. Sean McLaughlin will explore the development of 2 one-person plays for theatre, Fairy Tongue and Tree Flower, with a view to showcasing to programmers and presenters. Pom Boyd will develop a new writing commission evolving from research into heritage and biodiversity. Lorraine Maher will develop her debut play, a monologue piece for film, a drawing from personal experience, shared experience of growing up and living in brown skin in small town Ireland. Check out accessballymun.ie for the full biographies of each artist. The National Youth Theatre's Aftertaste will premiere on YouTube Sunday. Artist director Veronica Coburn and playwright Ciara Elizabeth Smith have worked with an ensemble cast of 16 young actors and 6 young designers from youth theatres across Ireland over the last 18 months to create a new play about power and chaos. The digital premiere will be on Abbey Theatre's YouTube channel Sunday the 8th of August 2021 at 7:30. It will be available for 1 week from Sunday until the 15th.
If you find value in Stage Door Live, please help us grow by letting your friends and followers know. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button and give us a like. Take a moment to share this live feed with your friends and followers right now. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and click that bell to keep updated on our new and exclusive YouTube content. Your support helps us continue these important conversations about Irish theatre now and into the future.
UNESCO has praised the return of the historic Saudi-initiated cultural meeting programme during the Italian G20. The second G20 Cultural Ministerial meeting took place in Rome after the success of the Saudi-led initiative initiated under its presidency last year. The G20, or Group of 20, is an intergovernmental forum made up of 19 countries as well as the European Union. It works to address major issues related to the global economy, such as international financial stability, climate change, migration, and sustainable development. The 2020 summit was to be held in Saudi Arabia last year, but was instead held virtually, November 2020, under the presidency of Saudi Arabia. A ministerial declaration on culture will be adopted by the G20 members. It is expected that ministers will agree to strengthen rules combating illicit trafficking of cultural property and give greater prominence to the role of culture as a driver of climate action, with emphasis on the preservation of cultural heritage. Saudi Arabia, which is undergoing a cultural transformation as part of Vision 2030, has taken steps towards preserving and developing its cultural sector. This includes developing a centre to preserve underwater cultural heritage in the Red Sea and the Arabian Gulf region. Announced at last year's Cultural Ministerial meeting, the establishment of new cultural festivals throughout the kingdom and the creation of new support ecosystems for Saudi creatives. Before moving on to our art segment, I'd like to take a moment to remind you that the theatremaker.ie team needs your help to keep the conversation going. During the month of August, we have some exciting events planned, so keep an eye out on our socials for more details. Meanwhile, if you want to support the work we're doing, you can now visit our website and contribute to the work we're doing. We'll post a link in the show description, and thank you in advance for your support. Minister Martin announced last Friday the changes to the two schemes that support the live entertainment industry and signalled her commitment to development of a reopening plan for the sector and the full return of the sector at the earliest possible date. She has written to the Minister of Health and the Expert Working Group on rapid testing to establish a digital COVID certificate, RT-PCR testing and/or antigen testing that could play a role in the reopening of the live entertainment sector. The deadline for using the Live Performance Support Scheme has been extended to the end of October to take account for the fact that the restrictions remain in place for the live events sector. In addition to this, a new strand of funding for the Music and Entertainment Business Assistance Scheme for businesses with turnovers over €15,000 or €20,000 was announced. This stream will provide grants for €1,500 for businesses who had at least the cost of at least €2,000 between the 1st of April 2020 and the 31st of May 2021. The portal for applications will open during August and stay open until the end of September. The Minister said that while the suite of supports the government has provided is welcome, she fully understands that what the sector really needs is a clear path to reopening. She also noted that the new events sector COVID support scheme was launched recently in conjunction with Leo Varadkar, will open for applications next Wednesday, the 4th of August. The scheme aims to support businesses supplying services to the events and arts sector via contribution to business costs. The 14 successful recipients of the €2 million Creative Climate Action Fund have been announced. This Creative Ireland initiative supports creative, cultural and artistic projects that build awareness around climate change and empowers citizens to make meaningful behavioural changes. Minister Martin said that, "I believe that the creative community has a vital role to play in bringing the urgency of climate change to the forefront. That is why we are the first EU country to launch such a creative climate fund. These projects confirm that the creative approaches to community engagement backed up by academic science have the imagination and impact to demonstrate that a sustainable future is possible." Work on all 14 creative climate action projects will begin immediately and all will be completed by December 2022. For more information about the project, visit creativeireland.gov.ie. More news from Minister Martin. Last Wednesday, she announced a funding of €560,000 through Culture Ireland for the promotion of Irish arts globally in 2021 and early 2022. The funding is to support 56 projects presenting Irish dance, film, literature, music, theatre and visual arts worldwide. See cultureireland.ie for the full list of June 21 grant recipients. An Arts Council report on the impact of COVID-19 revealed that 48% of professional artists have considered abandoning their career in the arts since the pandemic started, with lack of income and financial pressures being cited by 70% of those as the main reason for considering this. Those working in music said the situation was worse in 2021 than in 2020. The Arts Council received a funding allocation of €130 million for 2021 and is submitting a proposal for a budget allocation of €150 million in 2022. La Venice Biennale has announced that an Institute of Art, Design and Technology in Dún Laoghaire, an animation graduate film, Fall of the IBIS King by Josh O'Keefe and Mackay Garanam, has been selected in competition for the Orizzonti short film programme at La Biennale de Venezia. The film tells the story of an antagonist of theatre production who becomes increasingly unsettled by the sudden return of the former lead actor. The Arts Council of Northern Ireland announced that there are quite a few festivals happening throughout August. Among them are Féile an Phobal, Ireland's biggest community arts festival, which will return for its 33rd year from the 5th to the 15th of August 2021. The East Side Arts Festival 2021, which will take place at the same time as Féile an Phobal, the open house, which will give 3 weeks of music from the 12th to the 29th of August, as well as comedy, spoken word and classic cinema in the beautiful surroundings of Bangor Castle, Walled Garden. Check out the full list of events on the official website of Arts Council in Northern Ireland. Reminder that the next coming Arts Council deadline is the Capacity Building Scheme. The Capacity Building Scheme is available across all art forms and arts practices supported by the Arts Council. The deadline is Thursday week, the 12th of August. Applications are now open for Forecast 2021. Forecast 2021 is Dublin Theatre Festival and Theatre Forum, inviting theatre makers, curators, dramaturgs, directors, thinkers and producers from Ireland and abroad to an international school called Forecast, a school of thinking with. A forecast runs from the 30th of September until the 17th of October. During the school, participants will take part in online workshops, lectures and conversations, as well as watching festival performances online. Participants will also have time to take a break from the tiring online environment and delve into offline wanderings in local contexts. Applications are invited from anyone working professionally in theatre and in the performing arts. Theatre artists and makers, as well as at an early career stage, as well as more established and experienced professionals, are invited to apply. Deadline for applications is Monday, the 23rd of August 2021. Any questions, please email Katie at coordinator@theatreforum.ie. The Abbey is currently looking for a donor engagement coordinator. This is a 2-year fixed-term contract. This person will act as the main contact for select supporters and corporate partners, providing excellent client experience at all times. They will process donations, supporters and corporate partnerships renewals as required. The successful candidate will have demonstrable experience balancing multiple accounts or projects with competing priorities in a calm and organised way, and have an aptitude for working with figures with excellent attention to detail. To apply, please send your CV and your cover letter. The recruitment at abbeytheatre.ie before 5 p.m. Friday week, the 13th of August. The Arts Council Projects Awards are now currently open, including the Literature Project Award. The Literature Project Award is for a maximum of €30,000. It is open to a wide range of activities, including, but not limited to, traditional publications, digital publications and presentations, live literary and storytelling events, reader development projects, collaborative writing projects, experimental writing projects, or innovative presentations. Youth Theatre Ireland is seeking applications for an administrator and for a deputy director. The administrator will oversee overall administration and office management of Youth Theatre Ireland, as well as company IT needs. They will liaise with the external IT providers as appropriate. The successful candidate will see young people as important members of society and be motivated to uphold their rights and ensure that they are supported to develop their full potential. Deadline for applications to the post of administrator is Friday, the 28th of August. The deputy director will be responsible for the baseline development for research and development of the youth theatre sector in Ireland. including sourcing grants and funding to support this work. The successful candidate will be committed to the values of Youth Theatre Ireland and believe in the importance of youth arts. Deadline for applications for the post of Deputy Director is Friday, the 27th of August. For more information, check out youththeatre.ie.
You can find us on most social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube at TheatreMaker.ie. And catch additional news, blogs and sector coverage on our website, theatremaker.ie. Watch this space. There's more exciting content on the way from theatremaker.ie.
Hi, I'm Abby, and we have a whole rake of shows coming up this week in Irish theatre. Rita Cash Productions presents The Dead and Opera, an original production by the Performance Corporation. The acclaimed musical drama based on James Joyce's best-loved short story opens to audiences for 4 performances only, August 7th and 8th at 3 and 8 p.m. A high-quality recording of the performance will be available to watch back on demand for 7 days from Monday the 16th of August. This is the first live show back in the Gaiety, and we'd like to send our best to the crew, staff, and cast. Tickets for the live show and streamed event are available at gaiety.ie. Speaking of another musical version of a classic, the Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation presents Playboy of the Western World, the musical, which starts its tour at the Irish Museum of Modern Art this Thursday, the 5th of August, running to the 7th. The travelling troupe of 15 players will then move on to Muckross House in Killarney and finally on to Pool Park, Galway, with their last performance on the 28th of August. Spree kicks off its lineup of street theatre and outdoor performance this week, running from the 5th to the 8th of August. Our friends at Fidget Feet are having their Waterford premiere of A Handful of Dreams, which opens at Wisey Park on the 5th through the 8th at 5 and 9 p.m. The show combines aerial and circus arts with live Irish traditional music and dance on a specially designed outdoor rig. Other performances include the Irish premiere of Cycle Circus from Tumble Circus, a Spree street arts installation, and the world premiere Balbo Company's Cabinet of Curiosities. As the 2021 Spree New Emerging Street Talent, or NEST artists, Balbo are in residence at Spree Studios for 3 weeks performing at the City Spree. More information and tickets available at spree.com. Although the Clonmel Junction Festival might be over, you can still catch the finale, CLE Leaves, on demand until the 8th of August. In Leaves, CLE experiment with and innovate with their unique blend of analog electronics, live piano, spoken word, computer code, and visual production techniques. Tickets can be found at junctionfestival.com. This August, Gift Horse Theatre are taking 12th Night to a number of outdoor venues around Dublin. 8 actors come together to rehearse 12th Night with an audience. Roles will be doubled up and tripled and switched around and switched back again as the cast fight for their chance to show how it should really be done. Sounds to us like an exciting take on a classic play. Running from tomorrow, the 4th of August, until the 8th, you can find more information on their social media or in the show description after our broadcast. Asylum Productions and Flight to Flight, in association with Smock Alley Theatre, present The Chronicles of Ogle by Peter Gowan, opening this evening at 7:30 p.m. in the main space at Smock Alley. The show is written and performed by Peter Gowan, directed by Donal Gallagher, with a design team of Owen Winning, Maeve Lambert, and Irene Buckley. The Chronicles of Ogle is a hilarious and heartbreaking story of small towns and even smaller minds. Running from tonight through the 14th of August, you can book your tickets at smockalley.com. And as part of Flight to Flight's residency at Smock Alley, company artist and artistic director Peter Gowan will lead a series of open forums addressing the issue of actor welfare under the title, When Am I an Actor? The first of these forums takes place this Friday, the 6th of August at 11 a.m. with David Herlihy, Pauline McClin, and Marion O'Dwyer. This panel will also include a wellness and mindfulness practitioner, Paddy Gowan. Admission is free, but attendance is limited. To book a place, email info@smockalley.com.
Thanks, Abby. We're delighted to see so many Irish theatre makers and artists in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and Edinburgh Fringe lineup this year. Buckle up and let's hear what Irish work's set to take place this year at the Hybrid Festival and Fringe by storm. Landmark Productions and Galway International Arts Festival presents Medicine by Enda Walsh, opening tomorrow night at the Traverse Theatre, running until the 29th of August. For those who can't make it to Edinburgh this year, and that's the majority of us, we're so glad that we can catch all of the following shows, as well as a plethora of other amazing works, online or from the comfort of our own couch, bed or patio or even kitchen table. Sunday's Child presents A Float, created by Ava O'Connor and Hildegard Ryan, running from the 6th to the 29th of August. Access Ballymun and Dublin Port Co's Charlie's Eclepto, written and performed by Claire Monaghy and directed by Aaron Monaghan, will be available from the 6th to the 30th of August. John McCarthy, in association with the Everyman, presents City, written by John McCarthy and directed by Niall Cleary, now available through the 31st of August. Little John Nee and DBJ Productions present Drone Bone, Jetty, written and performed by Little John Nee, directed by Laura Sheeran and produced by Danny Gill, available from the 6th to the 30th of August. Tyke Hickey's In One Eye Out the Other, written and performed by Tyke Hickey and directed by John McCarthy, also available from the 6th to the 30th or for on-demand viewing. Once Off Productions, in association with Mermaid Arts Centre, presents Looking for America, written by Federico Julian Gonzalez and Janet Moran, directed by Janet Moran, performed by Federico Julian Gonzalez, available from the 6th through the 30th of August, with an as-live performance and live post-show with the artist on the 14th of August. Fishamble, the new play company, and Sunday's Child present Mustard, written and performed by Ava O'Connor, directed by Hildegard Ryan, available from the 16th to the 22nd. This is a great chance to catch this production if you've missed it. Bonus, Eva joined us on Stage Door Live for a fabulous conversation about Mustard during our 21st episode of Stage Door Live, which you should definitely check out after tonight's broadcast. Fishamble has 2 productions also on the Edinburgh and On Demand programme. On Blueberry Hill by Sebastian Barry, directed by Jim Cullerton, available from the 10th to the 16th of August. As well as Silent, written and performed by Pat Kinnavan, also directed by Jim Cullerton, available from the 22nd to the 29th of August. Landmark is also presenting The Saviour, written by Deirdre Kinahan and directed by Louise Lowe, available from the 6th to the 30th. Skelpie Limmers, 2 Fingers Up, written and directed by Sean Simpson and Gina Donnelly, is available from the 6th to the 29th of August also. And that's it for Irish Theatre this week. Thank you for joining us. Our programming is made possible by the support of Dublin City Council and Access Ballymun. Theatremaker.ie is here to support you and your projects. Don't forget to send in your press releases and show announcements to news at theatremaker.ie for consideration to be published on our website and our online programming. Don't forget to check out Stage Door Live Wednesday week at 7 p.m. Join us again next week for another episode of Irish Theatre This Week, and stay up to date on the latest in arts news on our social media and website, theatremaker.ie. And don't forget, we'll be posting more about how you can help theatremaker.ie keep all the conversations going this month. I'm Mee Hall, and this was Irish Theatre This Week.